Hey, Nick with Zona Camp and Hike. I wanted to welcome you back to my house, back to my garage. We recently did some upgrades and updates to our 2020 4Runner. Today, I'm gonna tackle a bigger task. Don't have my helpers with me, so we'll see how far I get. We're gonna be installing a 3-inch lift kit that I picked up from Rough Country. Had it for a while, I've been itching to get it installed, and I'm excited to get rocking on this. The installation instructions say it's about a 2 to 4 hour job. I'm expecting it to be right around 4 hours to 6 hours by myself, especially since it's been a while since I've done anything with the truck itself. Here we go. We're gonna jump in here and start the installation process. Again, we're gonna do a 3-inch suspension lift that I picked up from Rough Country on a 2020 Toyota 4Runner 4-wheel drive. Usually I would put this on the A-frame, but I can't drop it on there because that's what I need to move. So it'll work. I'm gonna put these into the wheel wells so that, or the lug holes, so they don't get kicked and lost. I'm gonna remove this. Definitely don't want to lose this one. It's the cotter pin. The cotter pin's got to be removed so I can remove the nut. If the cotter pin stays in the way, you can't remove the nut. Gotta work it out. There we go. That's it. Just the cotter pin to start. Oh, that came off easier than I thought it was gonna be. I grabbed the breaker bar thinking it was gonna be like really super tight. So I'm gonna use a piece of wood to knock out the bolt, because if I use the hammer on the bolt, I could destroy it. So that's been removed. I have to undo the ABS here. Wish there was a video for this. Got it. So you take a flathead screwdriver, and in here, there is the little tab that you're going to want to compress to get this out, to unlock the top there. And the ABS will slide out. All right, 17mm wrench, got it off.
So we're attempting to do this without removing the skid plate. Nick is nimble.
I'm using it's called a Sidewinder's ratchet. Picked it up from Harbor Freight probably good, I don't know, 8-9 years ago. There she is. I'm gonna put the bolt back in just so I don't lose it. Okay, it's right there. 19mm. Got it. Okay. There it is. Sidewinder ratchet at work again, and done. Okay. Keep it from falling, I'm gonna use a jack to kind of hold it in place. You know what I mean? The A-arm's gonna fall down. So to keep the A-arm from completely falling, I'm going to use another jack just to kind of hold it up for me. Now we need these three. I think it said we're gonna be using a 17mm.
14mm. Yeah, don't take that top one out.
Yeah.
Because that'll release that spring. What we can say is do not undo that very top one because you'll be risking your life.
Life and limb.
Those springs have been known to kill people.
Yes, they have. So I used to work for a tire company years and years ago, and part of the safety protocol was to stop working on split wheels. So split wheels had a special ring that got compressed to hold the tire together, and we had one come in, and we had a guy that used to be able to work on them, who was certified on them, and we went out to see how they get pulled apart. I swear to God, if you were bending over when that top ring came off on a split wheel, you would have lost your head. Would have lost your head.
So now it's gonna pop right out. Like that.
Oh, and that's it. First one is out. So let's grab the new one and we do a little quick comparison. All right, here's the replacement.
Well, everything in reverse.
Put it in.
This sure looks nice.
We're gonna go back in this way. Nope, you got it. There it goes. There we go, just to better manipulate it.
You got it? Of
Need
course.
2 people for what? The problem is getting this pushed out and getting that bolt put in now. And then, you know what we're gonna do after all this, right? After I get it all installed, gotta go get it aligned. And then I gotta get bigger tires.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm gonna start with that back one first. According to rough country specifications, we can run 285 7017s as part of a stock fitment. The Toyota 4Runner comes with 7.5-inch wide wheels, which is the minimum width you can install 285s on. And I can use my ratchet wrench. So this one's got a little ratchet inside it. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay. Yeah, because I got to pull this down. Yeah, this one. Let's just get that kind of in play, right?
Some good forearm stamina there.
Right? It's not gonna reach.
All right, we got the cotter pin back in. So you can see in here where we don't have the sway bar tighten all the way down, because when we put everything together there was about a 2-inch gap there, and we couldn't figure out what the problem was. So we jacked up the other side and we got it in place. Save yourself a lot of time and trouble, and know that you have to jack up the other side so that you can get that sway arm back to where it needs to be. We're starting the driver's side, and I'm guessing it'll take about 25% of the time.
Alright, I'm going to be removing the sway bar here, the brake line bracket, so we can get this out and lower this. And then we have a cool trick to get the spring out. Okay, it's loose. Alright, now we're going to use a 12 and a 14 millimeter to get this apart. Put them down exactly the way they came off. So we're loose, so we got room. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, sway bar is loose. It's a 17 millimeter for the lower shock. So that means it should be a 17 millimeter on the upper. Bottom one is out. It came off. Yep, it broke it. That was it.
Voila.
A voila, he says, like a magician. And she's out. Okay, now for the spring. Guess where I found this trick at? I found it on YouTube. That's it. It's out. in.
That's how you do it.
We're lined up in the back here so the spring is nice and settled. There it is. Put the other one on, and we're going to use the pumpkin to raise the axle and slide in both shocks.
There you go.
Gonna jack it up. Well, I think it's up a little higher. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
All right, so rough country estimated about a 2 to 4 hour job. I did this, there were just two of us getting this taken care of. So it took us with lunch about 5 hours to get it done completely. The hardest part was learning about the right front assembly and how to pull it apart. Once we're able to get the right front figured out and understand each step by step, we took our time with that, kinda. The left front, it was a cinch to pull in, pull out, and complete. The rear took a little bit more finagling, had to use that little way to get the springs put in. Other than that, it really wasn't that hard of a job in the big scheme of things to get the 4Runner lifted. So Rough Country did a really good job at making sure that when you purchase the right parts, you've got everything there. I would have liked to seen a video from Rough Country with the installation process for the at-home individual, but hopefully the video that we put together will help the next person with Rough Country with the installation process. Doesn't seem too challenging, but again, a little video helps and goes a long way.